Hello. This is WOLFpak
Hi.
Live. I'm your host, Wendy Fortino, and I am here with the one and only Jessica Reyes Padilla, who is a Wolfpack athlete. Okay. She is a amazing rock star figure competitor.
Uh,
I compete with her, and she is a Masters Olympia figure champion, runner up to Miss Figure Olympia title 3 years now. And we're going to talk to her all about that. But how are you doing tonight, Jessica?
I'm doing great. I'm very happy like to be there to be here and talk with all my fans and all the followers of Wolfpack.
Yeah.
I want to like thank you and I thank Michael and Wolfpack for make this happen and for being on my journey this entire time.
Aw. Actually, I want to start with that. So I want to find out how you're feeling about the Olympia and everything like that. But first, like tell me a little bit about your story, how you got connected with Wolfpack and how you got integrated into the family.
Well, you know that I'm a very good friend of Jarishna, and she was the
Yeah.
one who first started. So we started like doing like a little bit of workout videos together, and they get to know me through her.
Yeah.
So he was like looking actually for a figure,
Yeah.
to actually represent the brand, and that's how we started.
It's so cool. It's cool because the Wolfpack ad that's always playing on like the big screen at the muscle contest shows, it's always you and you're always up there, and it's so cool to see you as representing Wolfpack, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's one of the things also that Michael love about me is like I'm always everywhere.
Yeah, you are. You are. We're gonna talk about
So
that too.
I'm constantly competing, and if I'm not competing, I'm at the workshops, seminars, like things like
Yes.
that. So I'm always putting myself out there, and they always have like booth now. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they're sponsoring like so many shows, so they're like everywhere.
I know, I know, I know. I know it is so cool to be a part of a brand that's growing so rapidly because, Michael started this just 4 years ago out of his garage, which is insane to think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is
Um,
crazy. But I think that when you love something and he invests
yeah,
because he knows that if he wanna like be the best, he need to have the best.
right.
So since the first moment he got a gold and he went for it, not
Yes.
looking like the cheapest way to do it
Yeah.
or the easy way to do it. So I think that people value that a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And you being like one of the first people in the brand and in the family, I think just makes you just such a special part of this whole journey. You know what I mean?
Yes, because I have been watching how it's growing, how fast, like you said, it's growing, how many more athletes we have.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like I was like talking one time with Michael, and when people like talk about backpacks, they don't say backpacks anymore.
Yeah.
And even I'm one of those people. And I'm like,
I
can you
know.
get me my wolf
Yeah.
backpack, please? So that's amazing because
Yeah.
the name,
Yeah.
it's there.
Yep. Yep. All right. So I'm rocking my Olympia jacket here. I love it. This is literally like my favorite jacket.
Girl, that
You,
was like though you were the first person that I saw
I know.
wearing it, and I told you I
Yeah.
love it. Like, where you got that? And it's like, girl, you got one too. It's on the bag, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, because nobody opened it.
I know.
I think that you were the only one who did it and wear it right away.
I'm so glad that you told that story because we had to go around the circle in our staff meeting on Monday and say what our highlight of the Olympia weekend was. And I said my highlight was putting this jacket on and having all the other Olympians say, "Oh my God, that's the coolest jacket." And I got to say, "You got one too. You got one too."
Yeah. You get me excited. I was like, oh my God, this is really nice.
I know. No, I don't want to take it off. It's really cool. But no, but okay. So, let's talk about how you're feeling about everything. and then we'll backtrack because I have some questions about your journey that I want to ask too. But you know, coming off of, you know, well, first of all, coming off of being the reigning Masters Olympia champion, which is incredible, especially considering I think almost all of the top pros are in their 40s. Like, I think it's like the figure division to have that level of muscularity and density, you're going to see women, you know, who are in their 30s and 40s. So like you're competing pretty much, it's almost like basically the same thing right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is crazy because honestly, I'm competing against girls that they have my son age.
Oh
So,
my gosh. Yeah.
but let's not going that way
No one
right
would
now.
know. No one
No,
would
no.
know. No one would know. No one would know that you were a Masters competitor unless you competed in the Masters category, you know?
Well, honestly, Jake asked me because he was like, Jessica, I was like very surprised when I saw your name on the list.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, how old are you? Like, I thought that you were on your early 30s, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, just add a little bit more to that number.
Well, it's from being fit and healthy and, you know, I mean, having the body that you have and taking care of yourself the way that you do, you're going to look younger. It's just, it is what it is, you know? That's part of what you, so how do you feel about everything? You know, how does it feel to be in this position?
Like, honestly, I feel like really good. I feel like
Yeah.
really good because I have seen how much I have accomplished so far.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, like when I first started doing this, everybody were telling me that I was not gonna do anything. I was not gonna go anywhere because I started late, like for them, because everybody
Yeah.
were in their 20s and I was on my 30s when I started. So I didn't
Yeah.
have no expectations at all.
Yeah.
I was just want to like do it for myself.
Yeah.
And then when I first qualified for the Olympia, and I look all these girls, the girls that I used to follow that inspire me, and just sharing the stage with them, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I think that I could do something. I know I could do it.
Yeah.
So like that second year at the Olympia is like when I actually started like to realizing that I had the potential to do really good. So
Yeah.
I have been just keep working and not rushing anything. I think that one of the things that make me keep going is like I enjoy a lot the journey. For me, it's not work.
Yeah.
I enjoy every single thing that I do every single day, and give me the opportunity to get to know people, to put myself out there, challenging myself, and make me realize how strong I am, like in different areas. Because like
Yeah.
people like think, oh no, she's like strong, and they just like think about physical,
Yeah.
but the way that you get the strength that you get mentally, spiritually, emotionally to do this need to be in balance with your physical, like with your physique. So I think that I have been learning a lot on this journey, and every single year that I go, I get more mature, and I learn like different kind of like lessons that help me um, to trust more in God and
Hmm.
trust in His timing.
Yeah.
I think that when God wants something for you, it's just not about you being ready physically,
Yeah.
also emotionally and mentally to handle everything that is gonna come on your way if that
Wow.
door is open for you.
That's a really good
So
point. Mhm.
I just like feel blessed. I feel
Yeah.
blessed that still at my age, still that I started late for many people. I'm doing really good. I'm
Yeah.
keeping myself like being in the top,
Yes.
and I need to be grateful. I need to be grateful of
Yeah.
every single moment and every single opportunity that I got to do what I love.
Yeah. I remember. So tell me, what year did you turn pro?
2015.
Okay. So you turned pro in 2015. And I remember competing with you. The first time I remember competing with you was at the St. Louis Pro. I think it was 2017.
Yes.
And I remember seeing you and I was like, who is this? Like you had like this pop to your body that I was just like, okay, like they must not have noticed her because I have an eye for this. I'm like, this girl is freaking gonna be the best in the world one day. I just can feel it. It was like, I kind of feel like should give myself a pat on the back for that because I saw it. Like I
You know, I
deserve some.
remember, I remember like you came to me and you even told me like I deserve like to place better on that show.
Yeah.
I remember that, and
Yes.
I really appreciate that you take that you took that moment like to talk to me and let me know that, because
Yes.
sometimes you feel discouraged,
Yeah.
but when like moments like this just help you like to keep going.
Yeah, I know. I think that, sometimes we get caught up in our bubble, and when you've been around for a long time, sometimes you don't realize how much it means to somebody who just gets started. Like if you just like give them a couple of words. But I mean, here you are, you're doing that for so many people. You know what I mean? That's like your, let's see, we have a couple comments. Oh, we have a couple people giving us some love. But you do that for other people. What's something that I think is so was so cool was because you do a lot of interviews and you do a lot of commentating, and you and I have that in common. You did a guest posing, uh and I thought that was really, really fun. So tell me
Oh
about
my
this. How did
god.
this come about? Okay. How did
Well,
you
you
just
know that Chris always put me on the spot, but to be honest with you, who first started that was Tarek.
really?
So the first time that I did it, Tarek loved the outfit that I was wearing, so
Yeah.
he wanted to see me on stage with it.
Yeah.
So he just put me on the spot and asked me, like to guest pose, and people just love it. Like
Yeah.
we really have like a blast, and people really enjoy it. And now that is like part of of Jessica Reyes when she's emceeing the Chris Minutes shows.
Oh my gosh. Um,
The funny part is like in that show, Terry couldn't go. He was not judging, but
yeah.
then he left Steve, and Terry told him make sure that Jessica do a pose down.
Well, you
So
do wear some pretty amazing outfits, I must say. I mean, these
thank
outfits,
you.
where do you
That's the
find
one. That's the one.
Yes, where do you find these outfits, Jessica?
Oh my god! Like I'm a jumpsuit person. I
Yes.
just like love them, so I'm always online like looking for different kind of like jumpsuits,
Yeah.
and I just like love it. It's pretty easy, like to wear. The only thing that I don't like, being honest with you, is the time when you need to go to the bathroom. And if you don't have no help, if you don't have anybody to help you, you're gonna have a problem. But but they look
Good
good.
to know. Good thing you're in really good shape. I'm sure you figure it out.
Yes, yes. But I really love the jumpsuits.
Yeah, yeah. You're known for your jumpsuits. You're known for your style. I think that you got to keep that going. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's like before I started bodybuilding, I used to be a model.
I know.
So I
Yes.
got that kind of like fashion in me, and I
Yeah.
just like love like to keep it that way. I mean, we have the only difference is that we have muscles now, but anything else shouldn't change, right?
Right.
Even more like we have like, I really love my body right now. Like when I used to be a model, I weigh like 115 pounds. So
And I'm
it's like now I got the body
I
to
know, and I'm
count.
actually right now, I'm trying to find that photo because you did a side by side of you as
uh,
when you were a model, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was side by side. You were a pose of you being a model to now, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was such a cool side by side. Here we go. So here we are, you as a model, and then you now, and just as beautiful. And yes, I agree. I think that you took your something about that makes you really stand out. I think people talk about this all the time. Maybe they don't realize it's because you were a runway model, but you do take the like the grace and the flow of like a top level model, and you take it to the stage. You know, the beauty and the posing, and just that very classic model esque vibe. You have that, and that obviously the reason is because you were a model.
Yeah, I mean that having that experience have been like helping me also
Yeah,
like to feel comfortable on stage.
yeah,
Talk with people, doing MCs, everything. I just like love it. I just love love to do everything that is about bodybuilding, being on stage. Um, and even though it was like kind of like hard for me, like more like mentally, at the beginning, like I was like getting like really nervous,
yeah,
like at the beginning. And
yeah,
like it's just a couple years that I had been like learning how to feel comfortable on a stage, but on the posing,
right.
it's like I don't know, Jessica. It's like you flows like when you walk, you do your presentation, like everything is flawless, and then you get nervous when it's about for the quarter turns. Why?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. And you feel like you're starting to get that down more?
oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. I remember I used to shake a lot
Really?
on stage,
I don't remember
getting
that. I don't remember
very
you shaking.
very nervous. And but now I think that what I have been like saying, God have been like helping me in all these years,
Yeah,
use bodybuilding to also build my confidence in myself.
yeah.
I have like a really hard past, and I was like still carrying that.
Mhm,
And I was still, even the accomplishments that I
mhm,
have made, not feeling quite enough.
mhm,
And I have been learning how to accept myself, that to learn that I'm worthy, that I'm enough, that
mhm,
I'm capable to do everything that I want through
mhm.
Jesus who strengthened me.
Aw. You don't have to, but if you want to, would you like to open up about, what you're talking about with your past?
Well, like I could like say it. I mean, I think that it will help a lot of like girls, and I think
Yeah.
that this is gonna be the first time that I'm gonna talk about it.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
so that I got a son, so his dad, it was really a really really hard relationship.
Right.
So I was being abused
Oh,
mentally, physically, emotionally, in
wow.
every single way
Okay.
for 10 years.
Oh, my gosh.
So being treated like I was nothing,
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry. I'm like getting
that
chills.
I was like nothing, that I was not enough, that I didn't deserve anything good in my life. Uh, is that I have been that is been my battle. That is been my battle. And even though no, like how many accomplishments, like how many wins,
Mhm.
I used to still carrying that with me, like that voice telling me, you are not enough, you are not gonna make it, you are
Oh,
not worthy, you don't deserve it.
yeah.
Because I was treated that way for so long that I
Yeah.
couldn't believe that I was enough. I couldn't believe that I was like capable to do whatever I want if I put the work. So it's been like literally like 3 years, kind of like I opened myself and I relied everything to God, and God showed me I didn't understood what was going on with my life,
Yeah.
why I'm feeling in the way that I feeling. And
Yeah.
I got the experience with God, and he let me open myself and see myself from the inside. And
Mhm.
it's like, baby girl, you still carrying this, you still thinking this, like you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're looking at what people thought that you were,
Wow.
and you are not that person anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You are completely new. I make you new. You are enough. You're my daughter, and you're worthy.
Oh
I
my god.
take my time to create you, and you got a purpose. So when I started doing this, like I didn't have no idea, and now I understand
Mm-hmm.
that God had everything planned,
Oh.
not just to help me,
Yeah.
but for me to be able to help other people, because I know that there's a lot of women right there, like out there, that they will feel related.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
even though I didn't say it in public, but I have been having conversations with other girls, with other athletes,
And I
and
want to thank
they
you for sharing that too, by the way. That was very brave of you.
thank you, and they opened themselves with me, and now I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that when he was like, when God, he just like let me know, just everything that happened to you, if it was for a reason.
Wow.
Now you could talk, you could be an example, you
Yeah.
could give testimony that my love could change everything, my love could heal anybody,
Right.
and with my strength you will be able like to do many
Oh,
glorious things. So that is why I always I praise the Lord, and I always I give, you know, all the glory to him, because if it wouldn't be because of him, I wouldn't be here.
Jessica, that was intense. But let me tell you something, okay? Here's the crazy thing. And I think this is common with women gaining their strength is you turn to something that you were able to prove to yourself that you are so freaking strong, like mentally, physically, emotionally, because we have to call on all those things in order to succeed in this sport. And you not only succeeded, but you're literally like, I mean, arguably the best in the world. You know what I mean? And that's insane. So how badass is that for you to come out of that situation and to be on top of the mountaintop, just the strongest, most baddest, most vicious, fearless woman on planet Earth, and just to be able to say I won, like I did that. I conquered myself. That is, I mean, that's like the ultimate. That to me, success is revenge. You know,
Yes.
people channel revenge in toxic ways, but to me, the best way ever to really truly find peace and you know what revenge people say revenge
Yeah.
is to overcome your obstacles through finding your strength and your courage and how brave you are. And here you are. Like this is so crazy, Jessica. And
Yes.
thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome. And everybody that is watching right now, every single female or even guys, because there's no sex for
No,
abuse.
no,
Um, you could make it happen. Like
yeah.
you could get through it.
Hmm.
I truly believe it. Just give yourself a chance. And next time that you looked at yourself, look
Yeah.
through the to God's eyes. Like it's like about how he sees you. It's
Yeah.
about that we all have a purpose in life. Just look which is your purpose and go and try to be the best you could be, not just for yourself but to others. And every time that you get a chance to help someone,
Yeah.
um, do it, because
Right.
you don't know like what that person is going through in that moment. And sometimes we just like get so stuck in our own things when there's like so many people around us
Yeah.
that they're going through harder, like
Yeah.
harder things. So that is why I'm like that with people. Like
You're
i
that's
i treat people in the way that I would love like to be treated.
yeah.
So that is why I always like give everything that I can.
You do. Can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
Because you sort of answered this, but I want to know specifically. You discovered God 3 years ago, and that is what changed your whole perspective. But what I want to know is, what really like triggered that strength in you to to find, to go that route? I mean, that's a long cycle to be a part of. And then what was it that like gave you that strength to break free from it?
Well, like to be honest with you, like I relied my life to God in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I was like carrying that,
Mm-hmm.
but my son's dad, he passed away.
Oh,
He,
okay.
he passed away when
Mm.
my son was 7 years old.
Oh, wow.
So
Goodness.
it's been a long time,
Wow. Okay.
almost 20 years. So I cannot. That is what I'm saying. That God knows everything,
Wow.
and I don't know where I will be.
I see. Okay. So you basically, I get what you're saying. It's like we don't need to say it exactly out loud, but I get it. Wow, that is a lot, Jessica. I'm I for the first time, and this has not happened to me very often. I don't know if it ever has. I am speechless right now. I am just like in this like frozen state taking in your story. I can't believe it. I think more highly of you now than I ever have. I think hearing what you've overcome, hearing your journey, is, I mean, it's nothing short of incredible, you know? Um, I know how much strength this I know. I know how much strength it takes to do this sport, you know? And also one thing that I will say, and this is something that you and I can relate to together, is every time I enter a contest prep, I learn something new about myself on such a deep level.
Yep.
Because if anybody's ever done this, you don't have to be an Olympia level athlete or the best in the world to feel this. But when you are dieting and when you're training hard and you're doing cardio on no carbs, there's something that happens to your soul. And I almost recommend going through that process because it's such a soulful experience. And anything that's been buried, or anything like relationships or life issues or anything, all of that stuff somehow comes to the surface, and you get so emotional, and you feel like your whole world is coming down sometimes. But really, I believe that it's the experience, and that soulful experience of digging so deep within, that actually just brings things to the surface that were already there. You know what I mean? What do you
Yes.
think?
Like I truly believe, even when I feel like it's getting hard, and sometimes like you feel like you're not gonna be able like to make it until the end. I took those memories to strengthen myself.
Mm,
And I talked to myself and I said, Jessica, if you passed through all of that, this
yeah.
is nothing.
uh,
This is nothing.
mm,
You could do this.
yeah. Yeah.
Just remember that all those experiences, they just make you stronger.
Yeah.
To not limit yourself,
Mm-hmm.
to not settle for less than what you deserve.
Yeah.
So that is why I think that I push so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes even my husband right now told me, Jeff, like you need to slow down. Slow down. And I'm like, no. No,
Yeah.
I don't wanna slow down.
No, but people, they see the success that you have, and honestly, I think everybody at the top is a little bit crazy. I've been interviewing, the best of the best in the world. And I mean, the commonality is everybody who is a champion is, a little bit crazy, because you have to be, you have to be intense. You have to know what you
Yes.
want. You have to know, and you have to zone in on it, and you have to attack it with everything in your being. And not everybody has what it takes to do that, and to hear you explain your journey and how what it takes, it is extremely intense. You are very like fierce, but that's you, that's how you are in the position you're in. If you didn't attack your goal with that level of intensity, you wouldn't be at the level you're at. You know what I mean? um
That's why like a lot of people they don't
Plus you have
understand.
amazing genetics, but I digress.
But yeah, like it's not easy.
Yeah.
But like I always said, I'm not looking for easy. I'm
Yeah.
looking for possible. So
Yeah.
if it's possible, I will work until I make it happen.
Oh gosh. You are just filled with motivation. I am so fired up right now. Like I'm glad I brought my workout clothes here to work because I am so going to do a workout
You're
after
gonna go
this.
straight to
Oh,
work
I'm going to
out
go
after this.
straight to my workout. Speaking of which, okay, what is next for you? I mean, you came off of the Olympia, not to transition. I mean, we could go back to that because I mean, this I don't want to transition from such a deep, amazing conversation, but I genuinely want to know after the Olympia, what are we doing next? What's going on? Are you going to do the Masters Olympia in Tokyo? What is going on?
Girl, you're gonna see me on a stage in which day is today's Wednesday?
Yeah.
In 3 days.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. I already knew that. I saw you on the list. What am I talking about? Yes, I knew that. What am I even thinking? That is right. Okay. So this is the Hurricane Pro.
Yes.
Yes. So you're going to do the Hurricane Pro. Okay. So, and you've won the Hurricane Pro before.
No, this is the first time. I
Ah,
won Atlantic Coast.
okay. How many pro shows have you won now? Or have you lost track?
26.
Wow. That's amazing. 26?
26, and I want to close the year with 30.
Wow. Okay, so for me to catch up to you, I have to win 21 more.
This is something that I said, now talking like a little bit about also the past.
Yeah.
When I let God be in charge of my life was in
Mhm.
2019.
Yeah.
Since 2019 that I decide to give up on myself and make decisions on my own. And I said, God, take it. It's yours. For
Mhm.
now on, it's going to be your way, not mine.
Mhm.
I haven't lost a Prussian since 2019.
Oh my gosh. Just let me know which ones you're doing. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. No, I love competing with you.
Hey,
I'm
but
not
to
like that.
let you know, you wouldn't be the first one. They already
No.
texting me and asking me if I'm gonna keep competing and which shows am I gonna be doing.
Don't worry, Jessica, you know me. Here's the thing. I'm a fierce competitor too, but I love competing with you. I'm right now I told my husband I'm in my bonus round. Everything for me moving forward is a total bonus. And I'm doing so many different things, but I love competing still. Who knows? But are you planning on doing Masters Olympia again? Are you going to be the reigning champion? Are you going to
Yes.
continue? Good.
Yes.
Awesome.
I
Okay.
have to. I have
Awesome.
to. That's not that
If you said
that is
no, I
like
was going
no
to make you.
choice
Ah.
because it's gonna be the Masters Olympia, the Olympia.
Oh God, you give me chills again. Ah. Well, you are the next in line. And speaking of which, did you know, by the way, that Sid was going to announce her retirement?
No.
You had no idea. None of us knew.
Well, I kind of like thought about it because of the
Yeah.
press conference. She mentioned something,
Yeah.
and I really good reading between lines,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like very good.
Yeah.
So they asked her at the press conference if the goal was still getting 10 Olympia titles, and she said that there were like some things that they have changed in her life for the past couple months, and that have been changing completely. Not expecting that she was gonna right away say that that was gonna be her
Yeah.
last Olympia, but I kind of like knew that something was kind of like going on.
Yeah.
And but she brought it, and she finished her career like as the amazing figure
Yeah.
champ that she's always been.
Yeah.
And what I mentioned at the press conference, like
Yeah.
I am in the way that I am and I look in the way that I look is also because of her.
Aw.
And that's part of it because we push each other to bring our best.
Absolutely.
And that's what is the sport about.
Yep.
So every single time that I was like getting closer, no, I need to get better. I need to get
Yeah.
better. I need to work on this. I need to work on this, and the details. And it was because of her. So that's something that even though we all were looking up to and seeing like in which way we could like get better,
Yeah.
because she she was the
She
eight
set the
times
standard. Yeah. Yeah.
eight times champion,
Yeah.
so
I have noticed, it's funny because you win everything that you do and you have an incredible physique. I have noticed that you have made like little tweaks to your physique that have just like kind of slightly refined it. You have, that beautiful flow. Everything looks so pretty and round, and it's like it's so streamlined, and it just keeps getting more and more refined. And I don't know how you do it, but it really is just, it's just a work of art. It's so fun. It's so awesome to see you just continue to improve that physique. Matter of fact, I keep talking about it. I
when
should
they like trust me, I surprised myself because every
I
year I said,
surprised myself.
why can I get better? Like I
Yeah.
don't understand. Like
Yeah.
why do I need to improve? What else can I do? What else can I do? So then when I get back to work out and in my off season, I just every single day I just like take it one day at a time, and I don't like to look at myself until I have to do my check-ins to my coach. But
Hmm.
otherwise, I just don't put that pressure on myself. And then like when we see that we are getting closer to the show and we look the physique, it's like, oh my God, like okay, we
You
we
surprise yourself.
improved, we got better. Okay, I like this. So it's like so many like things that I mean like you could do with the time and but I think that like the thing that have been helping me the most, it's believing in myself.
Absolutely. Can I just point out that this is my favorite suit and hair combo? The photo that we have of you on the thumbnail.
Really.
Yes, the photo of you that we have on the thumbnail is my favorite photo of you. But this look, if you had a photo like the one of that we have on the thumbnail,
Uh-huh.
this is my favorite combination. Your hair and your suit, absolutely chef's kiss. Yes.
Yeah, they like Bikini Labs, Clarissa, she made such a wonderful job. I
Hmm.
mean, I never told her what I want. I always like let her like be creative because she's the professional.
Yes.
So she knows the colors that we should be wearing that much better with my skin, and
Yeah.
I just like let her be. And when she doesn't have no limitations, she just create the most beautiful suits.
Absolutely. She's my suit designer too, so I get it.
Yes.
Yeah, she did she did all of our suits. And actually there was a there was a post with all three of us. I think that is the one. Yeah. So she had this is we'll do a little shout out for our suit designer. There we are, me and you.
Yes.
Our little plug for Bikini Lab Hawaii here. There's
Thank you,
me.
Clarissa. You're amazing. We love
Yes,
you.
we love you. And then Megan, I think her name is Megan. So me, you, and Megan.
Yeah,
She had an
again.
up flyer. Yeah. So thanks, Teresa. um, so what else? Tell me what else you have going on in your world, because I know that you have a lot going on. You
Well, I could tell you that I moved out to Dallas.
you moved to Dallas from.
Yes, I used to live in Austin.
Okay,
So on July, at the end of July, we moved out to Dallas to be part of the AFS Premier Fitness Gym, Saturday
nice.
Jagas Gym, and I'm there with my gym partner and teammate Ashley Jones, and
Yes.
also Ria Gale. So we are
Okay.
like the three of us there pushing each other, helping each other. Is such an amazing family, and I really love to be part of, of the family of AFS, and be there. We were like, I was like kind of like sad when Ashley was the one who moved out first,
Yeah.
and then we got the opportunity to do the same. So she was so excited that we were gonna get back on training. We
Oh,
really we really push each other, but we also have fun, and
yeah.
I think that that's part of it. That's how should do it, for you to enjoy the journey and the process. So she take care of what I need to do. I take care of what she needs to do.
Yeah.
So it is just amazing. It works just perfectly.
I want to be there training with you guys.
Hey, we're here in Dallas, so whenever you want to visit us, you're more than welcome.
I might. I'm not even kidding. I'm so not kidding.
Well, you better not, because I take things seriously.
Oh, somebody said Wendy's not showing off the traps. Sorry. I'm so excited about this jacket, you guys. I have to. Like, I'm sorry. I wanted to rock it. No, but you two, I had so much fun watching this video of you two training together. You guys train chest. Now, did you teach her anything new, or did she teach you anything new when you guys were training together?
Well, usually, I'm the one like kind of in charge of the trainings,
Okay.
and but not when it comes to chest
Okay.
or arms. She
That's the one
is the
part.
one in charge. But
Okay.
when it comes about legs, back, and of course shoulders,
Yeah.
so we have been improving so much. When she decided to cross over to women's bodybuilding,
Yeah.
we completely start like doing it, the training in the way that I used to work out. So
Yeah.
for her, coming from where she used to do, it was a whole different thing. So we need to start like baby steps until like we get in the point that she was like feeling strong in every single movement that we were like doing. Because I love to work very, very using eccentrics, concentrics, um, a lot of squeezing, a lot of pause,
Yeah.
holds, like things like that. Not just like moving the weight, and we still like adding that. We
Yeah.
go pretty heavy,
Yeah.
so that's the reason of why we have been improving. And I mean, just like to have someone with the same champion mentality, the
Yeah.
same goals that you have, it's not gonna let you slow down, and
Right.
the other way around. So when she is tired, she knows that I'm not gonna push her, and
Yeah.
when she doesn't want to like do something, she's like, "Oh my God, Jessica's gonna make me do it anyways," and it's the same way around. So that is why we just don't slow down, because she's not gonna let me, and I'm not gonna let her.
And she took third in open women's bodybuilding. And so it's so cool because here you guys are training partners and, top two, top three in the world in your respective categories. I mean, have you had a training session since you guys came back from the Olympia
Well, no,
celebration session?
no, because since I'm not gonna be competing
Oh,
on
yeah.
Saturday, and she's
Yeah.
not, like when you are like one week out, the workout is like completely different as a regular basis.
Yeah.
So she still need to do her leg workouts,
Yeah.
and you know how
You
it
got to.
is, upper body for us.
Yeah, you're like peak weeking. And by the way, I'm sorry that you have to keep reminding me. It's just that you always look incredible. And I don't know, I mean, you do compete a lot. And it just isn't registering that you're competing this weekend. But yes, you are going to go. You're going to, like always, you're just going to steal the show. You're going to kill it. You're going to rock it. Everyone's going to love watching you compete. The women are going to love competing with you because it's always, and here's another point I want to bring up because you said this before. You were talking about how Sid has helped you become a better competitor. I think that, we all need to realize, when we have a really strong competitor in the lineup, instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, like, shoot, I picked the wrong show, it's like you have a chance to be compared with somebody who was on the
Exactly.
stage winning or getting second at the Olympia and that is going to give you a really good idea of where you need to improve, how far you need to go, you know.
And not just that, it's like you got the chance for the judges to see you how you look
Right.
comparing to a top two Olympian.
Exactly. Yes,
So
totally.
that is why I also like love to compete. I love to compete because I want to like give that chance like to,
Yeah.
you know, like to other athletes. And most people I think that they get mad at me because I do a lot of shows,
Yeah.
but they actually love it.
Yeah.
And even Lena, I remember like Lena,
Yeah.
after winning 3 4 shows that she went to the
Yeah.
Texas Pro, she told me backstage, I did this show because I wanted to step on stage with you,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you did it because I wouldn't be very discouraged if you
Yeah.
wouldn't. And that was my goal,
Yeah.
step on stage with you.
Yeah.
So I just like hear like that so many times.
Yeah.
And when people like think, oh, they should be mad because Jessica is doing so many shows when she
Yeah.
doesn't need to. But no, like honestly, like the way that we treat ourselves backstage, I think that is just the way that you treat people. And I will never, even no matter in where I am, or no matter where the doors that God opened for me, I will never gonna treat people that they're less.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that people need to understand,
Yeah. Yeah.
because titles comes and goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Oh yeah.
know, that's not something, and I truly believe that a title doesn't make you a champion.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yep. Totally.
So it's not what you have, it's what you do with what you have.
Oh God, you're just filled with just gold. I'm just like, you're just passing out gold left and right. Just like taking it in. You're in a really, I say like some people there's motivated and then there's motivational, right? I think a lot of people are trying to find that motivated state, right? They're pulling from anything they can to get themselves motivated, right? And then you have, very special people. I call them the chosen ones, and you are a chosen one for sure,
Oh,
who
thank you.
you have discovered yourself, you have conquered yourself, you have gone to the top of the mountain, and you find yourself in this motivational place, and you're using that, and you're using that platform, and it's a power, and you're using that power. You're everywhere. You're, like you said, you're doing workshops, you're doing commentating, you're doing interviews, you're doing shows and showing up, and having, letting people get the comparison with you so they can improve. All these things that you're doing, it's a kind of like a responsibility, but it's the motivational, realm where, you don't need to be motivated. You're very motivated, you're very motivational, and it just seeps out of your pores, you know what I mean?
Yes, I mean, I think that sometimes when you're a lack or some of something that you didn't have in your life, and you wanted it so bad,
Yeah.
and you didn't get it from anyone, I think you knowing the feeling of how it feels not having anyone supporting you,
Yeah.
or have someone who motivates you, that
Right.
believes in you. It's like you want to be that person for
Yeah.
other people.
Totally.
Plus,
Absolutely.
I have been like learning so much with my son. My son have been giving me so much strength,
Yeah.
because even though what I feel like when I was like feeling that I didn't even want to leave anymore, he was the reason.
Wow.
He was the reason.
So how's your son, what is your son involved in? Like, is he looking at wanting to get involved in bodybuilding at all,
Yeah,
or is he?
he was at the Olympia with me.
Okay,
He
okay.
went. He went.
Okay.
He's starting now. He's always been pro sport.
Yeah.
So since he was a little kid, he started like playing baseball for a long, long time, and then he was like part of the cheerleading from his college, and they even represent Puerto Rico on nationals. And
Ah,
his last competition actually was last year here in Dallas.
okay.
That they were like doing the world championships here, and they placed second.
That is so cool. That is so freaking
Yeah, I'm
cool.
the coolest mom. I'm
You
the
are
only one allowed to go with them everywhere. And this is like a funny thing. When I used to live in Puerto Rico, right?
Uh-huh.
And they, you know that we have a lot of beaches. I was
Oh wait, a
the
lot of
only
beaches?
mom invited to go to the beach with them.
Okay, you have a lot of beaches. Okay, because it sounded like something else.
Oh, no. Well, people would know that I'm Puerto Rican, so I have my accent, so I
Yeah.
apologize.
No, no, no.
But what I'm saying is about, beaches with palm trees and
Yeah.
the ocean and
Because I was like, I don't know, maybe Puerto Rico does have a lot of those. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been to Puerto Rico.
well, I'm not gonna say anything, but well, I mean,
So you're invited to go everywhere. You get to go with your
everywhere. I
son.
was the only mom.
Well, of course. You're the cool mom. Hello. Duh.
And they also like because I love like motorcycles. I used to
Yeah.
have a motorcycle in Puerto Rico, also like
Yes.
a four wheel. So I always was invited. I was the only girl.
Aw. Well, I bet he is just so proud of you. If he was there at
Yeah.
the Olympia, I'm sure you guys had the best experience
Oh
ever. I
yes.
mean, talk about an epic mother-son trip. I mean, epic. It'll be more epic next year, though, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure. He's like next year I'm not gonna. He wants to go to Japan too. I don't
Ooh,
know.
okay.
I don't think that is. They use me as an excuse,
Yeah.
but it's been part of my son and my husband bucket list
Okay.
to go
Okay.
to Japan.
Well,
So when they announced that it was gonna be in
yeah.
Japan, everybody wants to go to support me now.
That's awesome.
We need
Hey,
to go.
whatever it takes, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Well, Jessica, it is honestly, it's always such a pleasure talking with you. And I know we're going to do it a lot more. And I can't wait. It's just always so much fun. I want to know, and I want you to have the final words. Is there anything that you want to share with your fans and everybody out there as your final send off?
Well, I want to like thank everybody like for all the support that they have been giving me for years. Like even though I don't have uh, the title, you guys are making me feel like I'm your champion, and I really appreciate that. Made me feel like everything that I'm doing is worthy. That you guys know that I do it with my heart, and I want to let you know, guys, that no matter the struggle that you have been passing, no matter the situations or the battles that you're going through, there's always a way. And God is the way. He's been the way for my life. He's been the one opening doors for me that nobody it's able to close. He's the one that is going to give you the strength, that is going to give you the wisdom, that is going to give you the guidance that you need to accomplish every single goal and dream that you have in your life. So don't
Oh, we lost her. I'm sorry, everyone. It looks like, oh, here she is. Oh, she's so we lost you for a second. I don't know what happened.
So love you guys, and just remember that God loves you and He got a plans for you. You are part of His plans, and you got a purpose. So, like I
Yes,
said before, it's not what you have; it's what you do with what you have.
I love it. Thank you so much, Jessica.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for all the motivation and telling your story, which made me just emotional. And I'm so grateful for you sharing that. And you're just such an awesome person. And I wish you every single ounce of just good vibes and just good fortune. And I just am so here for it. Okay.
Thank you so much for the invitation and for letting me share part of my life with people. And I hope that this moment encourage other females and just help them like to get through the hard moments if they have some like right now, and truly believe guys on yourself, and there's always a way.
I know it will. All right. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you.
Mwah. Everyone, thank you all so much for joining us. We are going to be back live next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, we will see you on the flip side.